Hola, buenos dias. Hi, good morning. This is your Unified Ascension, Azareth here. Um, I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers for watching my channel. I really appreciate it for the love and support that you give me, and for the Higher Self channel also giving me that support. So thanks again. I really appreciate it. As we go along, go a lot faster. Or how they would say in Espanol, rapido means fast. So, I think today is going to be an interesting day. How we are connecting on all levels of frequencies, and I'm finding its energies are doing exceptionally well. I'm getting a lot of intelligence through its plantations and its solar systems, solar mecha systems, light formation systems, energy systematical energy systems, um, star light systems. Now, what's happening now through the deactivation and its fifth platitude, the Earth itself is starting to shift. So we're coming into that fifth dimensional era as we speak through higher intelligence. And it's getting full collaboration through relationship. It hasn't reached partnership yet because there's still three dimensionals that are meditating, and I think it's courageous, and they have a lot of courage on how they're coming together through their meditations. Now, the whole situation with their meditation methods, we need to help them out a lot more. So hopefully we can get the light formations or anybody that's that needs help. Feel free to ask me anything that you want to know through its ascension and everything that's combined, through its process, through transformation and manifestation. It's extremely important to know these things because things are getting a lot more its continuous force and speed is going a lot more quicker through its video channels, as I'm channeling through its voicing signals right now at exceptional speed. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going through higher intelligence. I'm in the 9,000 era right now, so I'm getting a lot more energies that are coming into me, but I'm keeping you informed of what's going on. So you're going through that heart chakra formation coming this weekend. A lot of people are already feeling that. That's probably because they're on a higher vibration already through light formation. So they have the light, they're just at that higher dimension right now. So everybody will go at their own pace. Now, through the heart chakra formation, how it's cleansing its soul and its synchronizing methods, the cleansing is so important to the body, capacitor, and the ecosystems. And remember how I said for you to change your diet and constantly keep it, on a whim. Try to keep that body fresh. Try to keep it opened, because the mind has to be open. It can't be distracted, especially when you're going through space continuum. Because if you distract yourself, and everything will just go topsy-turvy. So you want to make sure that it flows continuous on the right angle through its continuous force and energy cycles. Because the energy cycles are going through the system. Imagine what it'd be like to actually transfer information through space continuum, and it comes back to you 3 times fold the other way. That means the circulation will go the opposite way. And all that energy that's in you is giving you misdirection. You don't want that. So it's very important to bring yourself forward. So when you're doing your energy and those energies that go into you, really focus on how to use that energy flow to go forward instead of backwards. And a lot of people are having trouble. A lot of people are getting sick because they're using their energies and they're not going the right way. They have to go the positive way. So it's very important when you meditate to never allow yourself to use the opposite flow. Always have the continuous flow. How dark becomes light, it's the same thing with energy. Now, I'm going to be a little bit more strict with all the light formations and all the viewers that are watching this channel. It's very important to know that your energies are going to be a lot more stronger now because of the plasma force that's going inside you right now. So it's interfacing with the oscillation rings, and the oscillation rings are a continuous force, and it's going to be pretty dramatic because it's going to clash. Okay, so you have this going here, right? Zzz, zzz, and you have that vibration, and you're changing the frequency. So what's happening now is the rings are coming in, interfacing together. So what's going to happen is it's going to formulate into different energy cycles. So it's kind of like a rotation of a ball, right? So that's what it's doing right now, right? So what you do in those telegraphing waves and coming down from the crown chakra through the body capacity and the ecosystems, through its century circle, it's circulating motions. It's going the right way, not the opposite way. But just imagine it's going like this into you. So that's exactly what's happening now. And it's cleansing the heart, right? So the heart is just, it's expanding, but it's got this these electric volts, like it's like a jolt, and it's just going to cleanse the whole body throughout, a whole body capacitor. So you're going to feel a little bit more at ease with your breath. So when you use your breath, you can actually feel a lot more lighter. You know how I said I have the infinitive breath and I have the everlasting breath? Well, now I have the two combinations combined. So you put that into one formation, you can get it's a laser that comes out of you and it just cleanses your whole body. So it's very important to take your energies out. Every time you meditate, never meditate if you have low energies. If you have low energies, make sure you get rid of them first, because what happens is the energies that are inside you, right? The chakra formations through the center, and they have 7, right? I have 12. So imagine what I have to do. I have to cleanse my whole body through capacitor and its solar system from above, which is 4 definite chakra formations that I have. So imagine me doing that, cleansing that, because I have to go through higher intelligence to cleanse my body capacitor. So basically the higher self does that. I can't do that because I'm only in physical form. I'm in a human vessel. Higher self has to do his own chakra formations through intelligence. That's how he cleanses his body, through the solar and through the galactic, through the universe and through the divine. So you also have to know that too. So it's also important when you're cleansing the body capacity and ecosystems, is that the higher self does the same thing at the same time. Before you meditate, every single time you meditate, cleanse the body, because it's disruption and it will divert and throw the energies backwards, and it will do a opposite rotation, and it will go inside you. And what will happen was all those energies that are in you are going to play on a different end. You're going to think of past references, you're going to think of old habits, and all those thought processes are going to go back into those energies. So it's extremely important so you can move forward with those energies. That's what I mean by what are energies and what do they do for you. So this is just giving you a better, more of a full collaboration through relationship and partnership, because you're having relationship and partnership with your energies and your energy fields and your energy cycles. Now, your energy cycles are systematical. Systematical means it's basically using your force fields as electric device, and it's taking those energies and just going through your whole body capacitor. So it's covering all angles of your body. That's what systematical is. So it's taking all the panels, it's taking all the anything electric in your hands, anything that's solar, right? You have solar power, kinetic power, energy power, fusion power, and you have gamma ray power. Gamma ray power is when you're basically taking collect patterns and thought patterns from the galactic sun. You need those gamma ray protections, which is another matrix grid, but it's uprising, and it's a continuous force, but it's a huge upgrade because you're also having connection too with the super moon. So remember I said when you're evolving with intelligence, how you're in space continuum and you're evolving yourself through communication levels. It's the same thing with the galactic sun. You have to make sure you use your gamma ray protection grid, okay? Every time you go through intelligence or planets, you're using a different force field. So that's another thing that you have to understand too when you're in space continuum. Now, the higher self knows that, but he allows you to know that too. It's the same thing with the cleansing of the body. So it's very important when you meditate is to ask your higher self to meditate and cleanse his body. You know, use your archangels. There's a lot of archangels. Make sure you know your definitions of your angels, because you have to be cautious on how you say things through space continuum. It's extremely important because people, they ask me questions. Okay, now there's this one viewer who's saying that I'm really hot. You know, why am I so hot? I had the Gunaleya awakening over a year ago, and I don't know what's going on. I'm still hot. And I'm saying, well, that's because you're getting miscommunication through your higher self. And what's happening through the heat sensors and the body capacitors, they're overheating. You don't want to overload your systems. You want to make sure you use your coolants. Coolants are in the body capacitor. It's between the ribs on each side. But remember, everything is all wire, right? Wire connection through positive and negatives. Okay? So it's a facial structure of the higher self, which is an infinitive of a light formation. And it's an infusion of anything that's high rising through its lights, its solar lights, its kinetic lights. And it's extremely fast through space continuum. And it's also involved through your force fields and your energy grids. So, you know, just allow yourself to know these things, especially for the higher self. You have to ask the higher self for help if you're not sure of anything. And also ask your archangels. Ask Father, ask Mother Gaia. That's what they are there for. They give you the answers. They give you the guidance that you need. So I just want to make sure that everybody's on board with that, and knowing that the heart chakra formations is cleansing thoroughly. So it's kind of like a vacuum, you know, it's taking all that out of you that's in you, and basically it's recentering itself through its voices, signals, its patterns. So you're changing old to good and good to forward. So that's exactly what the heart is doing. and you're going to feel that electric jolt. Now, the update on that continuous force through the heart chakra formations and its sacred heart. What's going to happen now as the oscillation and the plasma force cloud are coming together as one? It's got two different energies. So one is going to formulate, and we'll be able to go a lot faster through the rainbow bridge. So we'll get past that block formation and we'll move on to the next upgrade. And that upgrade has to do with its new Earth and its gravitational pull. Really exciting. This is where I basically reactivate and cleanse its new universe through its multi-universes and the new air, the fifth dimension. So it's kind of like going into an atmosphere and cleansing everything around it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's very soon. But right now, you're just going to go through the heart chakra formations right now and the vaults. But the deactivation is a totally different concept because it's using Earth's gravity through its gravitational pull. And it's center aligning its vocational grid. Now, the vocational grid is also related to the geographical map, the string theory. And you know how the axle turns through its solar systems and its new Earth, how it rotates. Well, as it's rotating, it's cleansing. And we are no longer in the third dimension. We've passed the fourth and we're coming into the fifth. So, and like I said, to reach that river of light, we have to go through all these processes just to get there. So that's why I keep giving you these upgrades, and they get a little bit more difficult and a lot more complex. So there's a lot of light formations that understand what I'm talking about. Comprendes, which means, do you understand? In Espanol. And myself, being in Mexico, you have to know your Espanol. You really do. So it's something that I'm learning on my own. And it's extremely exciting to know these things when you're in a different atmosphere altogether. So, I think that's pretty good for now. You guys have a lot to think about, a lot to do. If you have any questions, I'm here to help and guide you. Remember, all you three-dimensionals, if you haven't ascend, I'll show you how to ascend. If you need any help in any other way, ask a friend, ask light formations. They can give you advice. We're all here together, all as one, and ready to ascend everyone into space continuum. Okay, so this is your Unified Ascension Azareth calling out. Hasta luego.